Alright guys, my name is the Goblin and welcome to my video on my mod list, my mod transformation that I've created here. I've basically turned Skyrim into a very realistic survival game. If you're looking for a guide on basically how to do this with your own game, I do actually have a guide on my channel, so go and subscribe to the channel and check it out. But this video is intended as an extended preview of the mods, so I'm going to run through all my survival mods which I've installed and just basically give an extended preview. So, for the first mod, I'm basically going to give you a little bit of a preview of Frostfall. Just realised my mic, my webcam should probably be a bit lower. It's a bit better. So, first mod is Frostfall. So basically it makes the game actually cold. As you can see right now, I've got these little things come up on the screen saying I'm cold. Eventually if I stand here, I'm literally going to freeze to death. If I go into the water here, it will be detrimentally bad, because I'm going to get very, very wet. And as you can see, I've got water dripping off me. I'm stiffening up. And what I need to do now is, see, as you can see, you're soaking wet from the wet rain. You need to basically have the resources on you to keep lighting a fire. So as you see right now, I've got a campfire set up here, and I can set this fire alight. Can add some wood shavings. And basically, like this menu is all about creating a bigger and bigger and longer fire. Eventually, you get to a point where you start creating a fire, and as you can see right now, I'm making a fire. Eventually, it will start smoking. So as you can see, it's started to smoke. My vision is getting a bit blurred. My body is like freezing up because I'm literally freezing to death. You've crafted a fragile fire that will last for 1 hour. Well done. And there you go. I've just completed the tutorial. The mod comes in with a good tutorial. And as you can see, I'm just making my fire even more and more powerful. And then you can just sit by the fire. Actually, no, you can. You have to click the sit option, and then when you sit beside the fire, you will eventually begin to warm up. And basically, you know, if you're out on your travels, you keep yourself warm by using a torch, drinking alcohol, eating hot food. But now and again, you're gonna have to sit down and make a fire to progress further up, you know, into the misty mountains, the cold mountains. So yeah, that mod is Frostfall. Next, I'm going to move on to I Need. So the next mod I have for you is I Need, which is a mod which basically means that you require to eat and drink in order to stay alive. So as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, I've got like it's kind of hard, a bit easier to see there in the shade. So I've got like a yellow apple, which represents that I need food soon. The red one means that I definitely need water soon. When you get to red, you get a debuff. See, moderate first, time between shouts increases by 40%, your stamina and Magicka regeneration is reduced by a further 40%. So, so basically you get little debuffs whenever you don't eat or sleep or drink. And basically you can eat, you know, cooked, but obviously cooked food is going to be better. And you also get water skins added to the game, which you can find from an innkeeper. And as you can see, it is it's no longer displaying as the orange or red. Now, if you wait, obviously, you will get hungry. If I fast travel right now to, actually, I can't fast travel to Whiterun. I was going to show. So I got a fog reef instead. So what? By the time, you know, I've fast traveled here, I'm going to get a little bit hungrier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just quickly show you the water skins. As you can see, it's gone back down to yellow. You know, I'm thirsty again. Getting a bit of a lag issue because I've got way too many mods downloaded at the moment, because I want to show them off in this video. So if you can very quickly just buy a water skin from an innkeeper like this. Well, apparently you can't. Let me look that up. So I was slightly wrong about that. You have to go to the tanning rack basically to create a water skin. As you can see, I can make an empty water skin. Then once you've got the water skin, you can basically just ask for like a refill for 5 gold from an innkeeper. So just a good way to keep water. So you don't have to drink, because most of the water is actually alcohol in Skyrim. Like, people in Skyrim just don't seem to actually drink water for some reason. They just drink mead and wine. So yeah, you've got that there. And you know, obviously alcohol does have a bad effect on you with this mod installed. So the next mod I can just quickly show you actually is archery overhaul. So it just changes the animations of archery. So as you can see, like, it's way more realistic. You can move around, and I think you can like cancel while you're still moving as well, like this. And when you shoot people, as you can see, his health is slowly reducing. That's because he's bleeding. The arrow is in there doing like permanent damage, and he's eventually just going to bleed out, which is obviously very realistic. You know, if you get, I was absolutely one-shot. You know, obviously if you take an arrow, you're going to eventually just start bleeding out. I'm also going to feature the survival mods in this video. If you're looking for more like mods like that, the more realism mods, then do check out my guide. It's going to quickly pause to check what other videos or mods I want to. So the last mod I want to show you is called Hunter Balm. Basically advances, like what expands what you can do to an animal corpse. I'm going to be able to harvest more materials from it and do a lot more stuff, get more food from it, get more leather from it. It also works at its own skill, so eventually get better at foraging for food. You can start cook. You get better like kind of special cooking skills as well. But anyway, I'll quickly show you. So if I go to this goat corpse, I can pick up the corpse and you know, put it in my house somewhere. I can field dress it, or I can manually loot it. So probably I need to sheath my weapon. So right now I'm going into the corpse and you know, harvesting different body parts from it. So you can get ingredients from it. You know, if you want to use stuff for your alchemy, you can do that. Skin the pelt if you want the leather, butcher the meat if you want the meat. You know, just basically, you don't just manually loot. So if I was going to manually loot this goat, I'd probably just get, a lot of the time you don't get anything, just get goat fur, don't you? But with this, I can get a lot more resources from the animal corpse. And as you can see, the time passes by while you're doing this, which also means you get hungry while you do it. You know, these mods kind of like work together pretty well. Then you can just dispose of it. And then as you can see, I've got like a load of different resources. I've got animal fat. You can use animal fat with the Frostfall add-on. Because these mods all work kind of very well together. It's just why I'm highlighting these free mods. Well, a few extras. But animal fat you can use to basically make a fire, make a bigger fire. And what else did I get from that? So I've got, as you can see, I've got ingredients. If I go to, where is ingredients? I didn't get any ingredients apparently. But you know, I've got meat that I can cook. You can actually go and craft a cooking pot. You can go and craft a cooking pot. So every time you make a fire, you can put a cooking pot and make your own cooking pot in any fire that you want. So if you're out in the wilderness, you know, you've got barely any food left, you can go and cook. If there's a goat around, you know, you're going to kill that goat and butcher its meat. So you're not like relying on luck a lot of the time, because obviously when you loot a goat, it's either fur or meat. And it's a very low chance on meat actually, I think. So every time you're going to get meat, every time you're going to get fur, every time you're going to get ingredients. So yeah, and those are the main survival mods, guys. So those are the 3 core mods. I've got a few extras, you know, that like the archery mod and a few other things. You know, we've got mods for a husky companion here. We've got mods which can change the environment of the game, make the weather work more realistically. We've got alchemy and cooking overhaul, which I probably should feature in this video, but it'll probably take me a bit too long. That cooking overhaul mod basically makes cooking a little bit more interesting. Again, seamlessly works well with all these other mods, because the cooking is just going to be a lot more beneficial, and I get a lot more benefits from cooking. It's not going to just become redundant. You know, later on in the game. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to check out the full video with all the mods, we have the whole 18 mods for this like realism build, do check out my channel and you'll find it on there. But until then, my name is the Goblin. To my next video, ciao.